I am Asharin. Today I'm going to show you how to create the Docker file so you can build your own Docker image. And if this is the first time you're seeing my channel, I recommend you to click subscribe button and hit the bell there so you won't miss a chance to become an awesome automation QA.
In this video tutorial, I will share you how to create the Docker image from the Docker file from scratch. But before that, let me share you how it works when we have the complete Docker file here and we need to build the Docker image. But don't worry if you don't understand any command here because I will explain them to you later in this video. So to build the Docker image, we need to run the command docker build -t followed by the image name, which is my repository, followed by flag app because this Docker image is for the flag application, and followed by the context directory, which is I will explain it later in this video, don't worry. So now we get the Docker image here already. Let's try to run this by using command docker run -it-t, and we need to buy to the port 5000 and followed by the image name. Okay, with this command, if you run this, I need to buy the port 5000. You see, because my application using the port 5000, that's why I need to buy the port. Okay, let's try to run this website by hitting localhost 5000. Okay, boom! Now you see the website is start running. When talking about the Docker file or Docker image building, the topic we cannot miss is the layers. So basically, these are the commands that I showed you previously in the Docker file. So when I execute the docker build command, what happened in the background, I will explain here. So first, it will execute the first command, and it will, after it execute, it create the Docker image of the first command. Then it go to the next command. It will execute the second command based on the first Docker image and create the second Docker image here. And this process will keep going on and going on until it executes the last command. And after that, it will finish the Docker building process. So what would happen if something changed in a command here or a step there? So when we execute the docker build command again, it will check, okay, the first Docker image, okay, no change, is good, we can reuse that, okay, and it will check the second image. Okay, the second image, there is some change, that means all the rest of the image are not useful now because there's some change in the second step. So the Docker will remove everything and it will start recreating the new one with the same process I explained to you previously, and then after that we finishing having the new image.
And that's how the layer works. Now I will explain how the commands in the Docker file works.
The first command I want to talk about is from. The from command used for initialize the state of our base image. For example, if we use the command from Python, it will initialize our state from Python based image. If we use the command from Node, it will initialize our state from Node based image. If we use the command from OpenJDK, it will initialize our state from OpenJDK based image. So what happened behind the scene? So when the Docker get the command from, it will check either on the Docker Hub on the local storage whether the image is existing. In our case, it's Python. Let's assume it exists. So it will download the Python image here and it will initialize our image, initialize state with Python based image and use in the next command. The next command I want to explore is the env or environment command. So for the environment command, if you work with the Unix or the terminal already, so you are familiar with the environment variable. But if you're not, the environment variable is the variable for reference something when you're using command line or some programming. So what happens when Docker get the command env? So basically it will get the image from the previous stage and it will give the environment variable to that image and create another image for the next step to use. The next command I want to talk about is copy command. Basically, copy command is a command to interact with the file in the host machine. What it do? So So basically it works with the previous stage of the image, and it will copy the file to that image and then create another image to be used in the next stage. The next one we want to talk about is working directory. For Docker, when it get the command get a working directory followed by the path, it will set the initial path of the previous state of the Docker image to the path we specific here. So when we run the Docker command, it will start action from this path. The next one I want to talk about is a run. When Docker get a run command followed by the command line, so the Docker will get the previous state of the Docker image and execute the command line here. In this case, it's pip install -r requirements.txt. After it executes, it will save the Docker state to the next one. The next one is the cmd command. So when the Docker get the cmd command from the Docker file, okay, this one will be the initial command when someone call docker run. So basically, in this example, if user execute docker run command, the Docker will automatically execute the Python app.py as an initial command from this image. Basically, it starts the Python application. The next thing I want to talk about is the build context. The build context is the folder that we keep all the files that we use to build the Docker image. So this is the example of the Docker build command, right? You see the last dot here is specify the build context. That's the context is in the current directory that we execute the Docker build command, which basically represents all the file here in the current directory. Now I think we have enough knowledge to be able to understand the Docker file here, how it works. So the first command here, the from, right, is specify that our initial image is based on the Python image. Basically, this application is a Python, right? That means we need to have the image, Docker image that can execute the Python command. And the next one is the env. We set the environment variable working dir equal to the SAT app, and then we specify the working directory to that environment variable, and then copy the requirement.txt. If you write programming Python, you will know that this requirement.txt is keep all the library required in this Python project. Okay, it's copy to where? It's copy to the working directory that we define here in this environment variable. After that, it run this command to install all the library of the Python in specify in this file. And after that, it copy everything. Yep, you see the dot. There is a space here. You see the dot. Copy everything in the current directory into the working directory there. And this line is expose the port 5000. Yep, I skipped explain this, but it's not very important in this step. The last one is the cmd. Basically, if someone execute the docker run command, it will execute this command, right? Okay. Now, let me build this again. Docker build -t and then followed by the current context, which is the current directory. Okay. Okay, you can see the step here. The first step, from, right, it download from Python and it will save in this image. And the second step, it will set the environment variable here. It use cache because it already built this image. Okay, it become this. The third step is to have this working directory. Okay, it still use the cache. The next step is copy and blah 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 until the last step, execute the command. I will show you what would happen if I change some of the file. Basically, if I will show you if Docker detect that there is some change, what would be happen. I will modify the recommender.txt here just to make a change. Let's install the framework here. This is not totally required, but I just want to show you what would be happen. Okay, now I build the Docker again. You see, in the fifth step, right? Even in the fourth step, when it copy the recommended text, it detect that the recommended text is changed. Now that's why it built the new image. You can reference it here. This ID here is the same image here. Also this one. But for this one, for the fourth step, since the recommended text is changed, the image name will be changed here. You see the difference? And also in the fifth step, now because it's a robot framework, it's quite need to download quite a number of library, so it takes some time. Okay, but you see the difference, right? If there's some change, it blow away all the image and start building one by one again. Okay, now we finish this again. Let's try to execute the Docker run. Try to check whether everything's still the same. Okay. Now you see everything running as expected.
And that's it. This is how we create a Docker file to build the Docker image. And yeah, some of you might be wondering why we need to bother creating the Docker file, why we need to work with Docker image, since we are the automation QA, right? Put in the comment, what do you think why we need to do this? And in the next clip, I will show you exactly why we need to understand the Docker for automation QA. Until next time, see you. Bye bye.